Hello everyone, and this is Serenities here, back with another awesome Fortnite Battle Royale video for you guys today. And this time today, guys, a very special episode. As you can see from the title, the 100th squad win I have obtained on Fortnite Battle Royale. A very special gameplay today in which I was playing with Robior and GanGStaRss, my best friends, my bros. And guys, this is a fantastic game towards the end, and I'm going to be honest with you, there was a lot of hype. And it was my 100th squad win, and you know, I always seem to get a really nice gameplay on those milestone moments, and this one definitely didn't disappoint. Using the Omega skin and you know, like I said, playing with the legendary Robior and GanGStaRss, and we had Phil on, so we got a random, and decided to go to Paradise Palms in the beginning because it's one of I think it's Roger's, GanGStaRss' favourite starting location. Generally in Fortnite Battle Royale, it's not mine personally, but you know, I'm happy to go there. Like I say, it's nice for me to go somewhere different that I'm not accustomed to as well. So, but yeah, as you can see, starting up from Paradise Palms, and away we go. But yeah, really excited for this game, guys. Like I say, it's been fantastic playing with both Robior and GanGStaRss recently, and as you've seen, there's a lot of action from both of them in Fortnite Battle Royale recently on my channel, and you know, there'll definitely be plenty more, and I'm looking forward to Season 7, which is coming out tomorrow by the time I upload this gameplay. So I definitely wanted to release this now for the end of Season 6, so I can get focused on doing all that awesome stuff, you know, like for example, getting my first win with Dire, which I still haven't done yet. And also, you know, having like going to the Wolf stage, and yeah, just a few other things like you know, I'm probably going to buy a lot of Christmas skins as well, so I want to make sure that I get all of it ready for the channel. But yeah, like I say, guys, you know, fantastic gameplay here. Just, you know, really doing the business in this game, and because of the challenge here in Tilted, we had a lot of people at Paradise Palms, and here's a Dire companion right here, and he's got the sword, as you can see, so he's done 5 out of 8 of those challenges for Dire. But see you, mate, you gotta go. And yeah, you definitely have boys here, because as I pushed over to him, I could hear sniping coming at me at this direction. But I'm really happy I took him out there, because I find some minis, and it's a nice kill to get that by the poolside to take that guy out. And you know, fantastic play to start off early with you know, some slaves like that as well. And we've got a good setup near the tool building. We seized it rather well, you know, considering in the beginning with Robior and GanGStaRss we did it really nicely. And at this point here, just looking to sort of get with my teammates and sort of see what's occurring, see where the enemy are and everything. So just sort of trying to suss that out, and you know, to cover my teammates best we can. Right here in the truck I hear the chest, so I decided to go in and check that out as well, because I could use an assault rifle, which I've just found there. That's perfect. There's also a grappler there, which is going to definitely be useful. I've been loving this thing actually in Season 6. I've been using it a lot more. I've been getting a bit better with it. I think it's because I've been watching I've been getting back on board with all my Spider-Man, but but yeah, definitely been making some improvements with the grappler recently. It'd be interesting to see whether, you know, an item like the grappler remains in Season 7, because sometimes certain items, they go out of the game after a while, have been implemented, like bounce pads. C4, for instance, is no longer in the game, but it used to be, this kind of stuff. And nice play to start getting this Dark Bomber a little bit sloppy in the beginning. Could have had better damage onto him, to be honest. And right there at the final, I got a bit annoyed, and I did sort of cuss a little bit, because I was like, I should have definitely had this guy. But luckily for me, I'm playing with the legendary Robior, and as soon as he saw that I was knocked, he threw a gas grenade. As I said, the guy was really weak. So great awareness from Robior, as you would have seen from the last gameplay I posted. He does the business on his own, man. I mean, you know, he wins solo duo royales for himself, you know, and me as well. But but yeah, definitely a nice start. As you can see, stuck on the thing here just to show that Robior was reviving me in my next recording. But yeah, really nice play. Rob saved my bacon there with that gas grenade that he threw, so thanks, bro, for that. I really appreciate it. And then Fenton Wolf 360, who is our random in this game, Kit decides to give me the med kit, which you know, I appreciate, and I felt a bit bad for Rob here, because Rob just picked me up, and I kind of, you know, stuck on the med kit. So I was like, okay, bro, I'll definitely try to find you something. And I think he was saying to the other teammate, who may have had more heals, like, yeah, can I have some as well, you know? Look at my health. But yeah, so that was my bad, kind of sort of, you know, taking what I could get there. But you know, thanks Rob for the revive, and I'll try and get you suited up, man. We've got to get something going for Rob now as well, because obviously, you know, bringing me back from the Netherworld, so I wasn't there, I was just knocked, but you know what I mean. But yeah, no, definitely, you know, a good start regardless. Like, we all got through it. You know, everyone got some slays as well, so that's good. You know, I got a kill, Rob had a kill. I think Gangsters and our random may have had some kills, so you know, good start. We did beat everyone at Paradise Palms, so that's nice. You know, to win your area as well is huge, and you know, definitely a good start at this place. It's, you know, it's really good when you know, you're playing squads and you have 4 players for all of your players to live as well. So at this point here, I was just going around getting the general stuff, and forgot that at Paradise Palms we have the rifts. I got the car out here because of, you know, thinking to drive into the storm, but actually it's not necessary because you know, don't need the quad bike here because as you can see, the rift is right in front of us, so there's no need. So not going to need to use that. But yeah, really nice plays in the beginning. Right here, I'm just building up to it and just waiting for my teammates to get there as well. Use it once they get here. And the only thing that I didn't really get, which I'll have to sort of suss out when I get in, is materials. I do find with Paradise Palms, actually, there is plenty of stuff, you know, to get within the facility to mine materials, but I tend to always focus more on staying alive in the beginning. A bit like Tilted Towers, actually, I tend to forget about materials a little bit, which is something I'm going to have to sort of work on to sort of get them as I'm going around. But yeah, don't always manage to acquire them as much as, you know, perhaps I would need. And at this point here, my team and I just sort of rolling in to the next circle. So at this point here, I'm just following Gangsters because I think he saw someone approaching into Dusty, so I decided to follow suit. And that's a nice play for us to go that far. You know, we're pretty much right near the circle's edge now. And at this point here, I see the guy that Gangsters pulled out. And it's unfortunate for me here, I fired shots without actually hitting them, which was really frustrating for me at the time in game because it's alerted them to our presence now, and you know, I didn't get any damage, so I felt like the worst possible scenario. Definitely when you place that initial shot and people know you're there in Fortnite, it has to be a good hit because it's going to make your life a little bit easier, you know, the more damage you input. So it was just a little bit rough for me, and at this point my teammates are pushing up, and because of, I know the storm's coming in, I want to get this battle over with quickly, so I'm just trying to sort of put the pressure on the guys that are in the facility right here, and that's why I sort of push in aggressively. Here just take too long to edit. By this time he's already ran off down here into the tunnel, and yeah, as you can see, trying to block us off. It's a really nice rocket from my teammate there, blows out the other wall that he had built, and then I have a free shot at him after I pickaxed that previous wall that he had. And that's a nice play to get that guy down, and the other guy that was here, I think it was you know, 2 or 3 players, and we get him all nicely there. And at this point here, just grabbing the little bits and pieces that were sort of left behind, and at this point here, just take a bit longer to sort of look around because I didn't check everything that I wanted to. So you know, if there's bandages or something, I'll make sure I go to like 75 HP. As you can see, there's a shield pot here. And at the time in game, I decided to equip it. I know there's mushrooms around, but I just, I think for my teammates, I was hoping for them to keep those. So that was sort of my reason in here. And just get out when it's about 75 HP, which is nice. So, well, not nice because I do not have 100 HP anymore, but you know what I mean. At least it's 90 lower than that, so that's nice in that sense. And as you can see now, these mushrooms can be more handy to my teammates as well, rather than myself. So, you know, it's not all lost, and I get to keep my grappler and my you know, smoke grenades as well, which is kind of important to me because I like both of those. And at this point here, after coming out from the crater, my teammates hear like all the shots going off, and I'm like, yeah, we got to check this out. We got to sort of investigate what's going on here, all this fire. And Gangsters is right onto that, you know. He's like, let's get him, bros. And so at this point here, guys, you're going to see a bit of Spider-Man entities. Try to sort of, you know, get up this hill quickly with Spider-Man, and definitely, yeah, the grappler's really fun to use. Like I say, when it first came out, actually, I was not too keen on it, and I actually took the mockery out of it in one of my videos where I finished the guy using the grappler as he grappled over to me, and I shotgunned him right in the head. So I actually kind of mocked the grappler in its early days because of that. But actually, you know, it's somewhat decent in the sense that, you know, definitely in terms of an escape mechanism, you can get out of danger pretty quickly with the grappler sometimes. So I've got a sort of changed opinion on it. Do I think it should be in the game? Not really, but there's so many other ridiculous things that are in the game that, you know, could be seen as worse. So it'll be interesting to see, on a serious note though, what they do in Season 7 to sort of, you know, what other items they might bring in and, you know, other items they might take away, because they do tend to sort of play around with it from season to season. But yeah, definitely interesting to see what they do, because Halloween was quite a big ordeal in Season 6, and I think Christmas will definitely be a big ordeal in some sense. Maybe some snowballs will be consumables in, you know, Season 7 in place of mushrooms, I don't know, but this kind of take, you know, this kind of sort of, you know, things like that could potentially happen. So at this point here, guys, we're sort of moving in, and we've got to go past Tilted Towers. And boy, does it all kick off in Tilted Towers in this one for Serenity's 100th squad win with the bros right here, my besties, Robior and GanGStaRss. And it does kick off, and I hope you guys really look forward to this, and I'm definitely going to enjoy commentating. But it's going to be hard to go through it all and try and keep calm. But yeah, definitely exciting times ahead. You know, a lot of good battles in the beginning as well. Obviously, I helped my teammates from the hill to put some shots onto all those guys that they were fighting when I was up on the hill after Spider-Man-ing it up there. But yeah, as you can see, it's mental here. There's a crate coming down. There's loads of teams fighting around this massive building. They've built a load of structures on it. I think there's also people beyond there at the hill as well. There is people literally everywhere. And I think at this point, GanGStaRss and Robior were calling out certain players at the bottom and the top, and I was like, okay, I'm just going to try and get this guy. And managed to actually knock one of them. Really, it must have been really weak there for my gap teammate to knock him, and just decided to pile up the pressure there for any teammates that want to revive him. And eventually one of my teammates takes him out to finish that off. And right here at this point, it's a shame that our random goes down, and I did actually want to save him here, but unfortunately for his sake I don't manage it, but you'll see why. So at this moment in time I tried to sort of set it up for him, but loads of shots are incoming. I can hear a vehicle coming as well, and as you can see, there's a dire comrade trying to get me here. At this point here, managed to build a wall in time. He somehow gets past it in the nick of time. And at that point there, I've kind of blocked myself off from being able to help Fenton Wolf. And based on the other situation as well, I didn't know where Rob and GanGStaRss were at that point to be able to cover me. So I just sort of backed off completely, because I know there's more than this one particular guy here who's trying to get Fenton Wolf. And yeah, it's just not a good situation. You know, there's so many people around. There's definitely more than one team here. So as you can hear as well, I know I've got a person on the ground with me. There's a load of loot there as well. You know the situation. Everyone's eyes are on it. And at this point here, I definitely want some of that loot, because I kind of need some of it. And you know, I'm getting shot off from it. Getting called out now by the guy's teammates, whoever that was. And at this point here, you can see it's one of the dire guy that I was originally shooting. And he does get some good damage there, so I kind of have to leave it, back off a little bit, because I don't know that I've not got support from my teammates, and if I get knocked there, it's going to be really going to put my teammates into a difficult position. So definitely have to hold off. Now right here, guys, I just wish that I could have got more loot at this time in the gameplay from that stuff, because of what happens later on. But I decided to get the med kit on, which is just as well, because I've got a lot of fighting to do. But definitely needed more of that loot, and unfortunately for me, I couldn't get to it. And by the time I've done my med kit, as you can see here, I'm showing you what happened at the beginning of this recording again, because it does get pretty lively. As you can see, I get someone come into my own personal space. Get out of here, son. And I've still got that bloody dire wolf still after me. And at this point here, I just wish I'd finished the teammate rather than kind of like try to escape from this guy because of, you know, not having much health. And it all goes out of proportion here, but you'll enjoy this, guys. So nothing is free with Serenities. I'm not going to let your elite agent friend, Mr. Wolfie, get away for nothing. So I come back here trying to get through to him. And then there's another team on the other side of Tilted Towers looking to get involved. It's all going on, guys. Robior, GanGStaRss and myself, mad call-outs right now. And I'm saying to Rob and GanGStaRss, dude, this cube, everyone attack this cube. I need help. Because there's more people across the way. And at this point you can see Rob getting involved. GanGStaRss trying to do his bit, and at this point I'm just raining fire on this place to get these guys, because this is the elite agent starting off, and Mr. Wolfie trying to get out. And at this point here, I was getting really like antic. I was like, oh damn it, they just below that ramp, and I knocked the elite agent again. See him, mate. But the wolf is still intact, and at this point, Rob with the clutch, Robior coming in with the clutch once more and takes Wolfie out, and we eventually get them all there, and we've got some loot to play with. So I make sure I build all around it, because I don't know where the other enemies are. And at this point here, I say to Rob and GanGStaRss, dude, I need to really heal here. I need to get all this stuff. So just wait. I can't help you guys at the moment. And Rob takes quite a bit of fire there. And at this point, I just say to them, look, focus their life, because I really can't come out at the moment. I'm getting all the stuff, and eventually I see Rob gets knocked. So I'm like, okay, I've probably got to make a move now once I've got all my stuff reloaded. I just need a bit of time to recuperate. GanGStaRss is still alive at this point, trying to preserve Rob. But as you can see, I'm just making sure I can actually go out there and be of assistance, you know, make sure that all my stuff's ready. And by that time, unfortunately, both GanGStaRss and Robior are knocked, and there's still loads of people around me that I haven't accounted for. There's a team of 2 on my left, and there's also a guy in this building that was firing shots as well. So it's all kicking off, and it's up to Serenity's now. Unfortunately, both Rob and GanGStaRss are dead, but Serenity's, perhaps he can rise to the occasion. And this doesn't start off well, as he loses all of his health. But at this point, Serenity's thinks he's just got to go for it now. All or nothing, I have to go for this. And immediately gets back to this nose skin or whatever it is, and eventually takes him out. And definitely was pretty intense there, as I thought I was going to blow out straight after Rob and GanGStaRss falling. But I was like, no, I'm going to do it for the bros. I've got to do it for my besties. This is the 100th, potentially the 100th win, but try to get the bandages on and see the other guys I'm against, the team of 2 on the other side of the wall, and I'm like, oh my god, no, I can't heal there, they're just going to kill me. So eventually the storm's coming in, it's all kicking off. The Serenity's has still got low HP and hasn't had those bandages on. Literally a tickle would kill him right here. And at this point, Serenity just gets out of the way. He knows that a team of 2's behind him, and he's just trying to get out of the way of the sight of vision. And you can see they're starting to building across the mountain here, and at this point I see a golden opportunity to rock it down. Unfortunately, one of them's already made it to the mountain, but I knock one of them down with a great fall. It's a nice play, and I know when I come up onto this hill, I haven't got many materials left, but I have to protect myself with what little I have left. And at this point you can see the shots coming in, and I say to myself, oh please land this rocket. He's got a machine gun deployable turret as well, and at this point here he blocks it, unfortunately, and it's going to perhaps be an epic fight, and I don't have many more mats, so I have to try and make it good. And at this point here, again, hoping this rocket kills him, but it doesn't, and I'm still out, you know, for the 1v1, and I have no health, barely no mats. He's close to the edge of the storm. There you go, no more mats, can't build anymore, so Serenity's has to make it work. The guy comes back in through the storm, gets shot, gets exposed to a white tactical shot for 93 for the headshot, and at this point here he's rampantly building, and you know, Serenity's has no more materials, and he's focusing on it with all his will. Robior and GanGStaRss are sitting faithfully looking on. Can Serenity's do it? Can he get the Royale after we worked so hard from Paradise Palms to make this happen? He shoots out all the structures. The guy's very determined to build yet again, but at this point here Serenity's lands another small shot onto the guy from range, and has to use his structures to, you know, protect himself from further damage. Not that he can last much longer. 2 tiggles would kill him now. There's not just one. But literally an AR shot could finish me off here, and just clutching at straws. The storm's not far off to moving again behind us, and at this point here I'm just eagerly trying to finish it off. He doesn't know how weak I am, but eventually get him with another shot, fall out the structure, and Serenity's clutches the Royale for his brothers, Robior and GanGStaRss, his best mates, and gives the red card and the flamenco, as he knows he's made a movie here today. And guys, what an epic way to end this Royale. I've had nail-biting moments in this game before, and I'll be honest with you, when I won this one, the reaction was quite emotional, and there were a few words said to those guys as they got destroyed at the end. Jinxie and his partner, whatever his name was, they both got owned by Serenity's Manjaro. I'm sorry lads, but you gotta get out of here. This is more of my Royale, and oh, 7 kill thriller right there, added on to whatever my teammates got during the game, but definitely a double-digit squad win all round, you know, comprising of all of our kills, but 7 kills from Serenity's Manjaro there, and some epicness at Tilted Towers towards the end there. I don't know how I came through with that. But I did, and you know, and Serenity's just delivers. But definitely a very exciting game for my 100th squad win. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope everyone enjoyed that. And I'm looking to bring out the same level of sweatiness and, you know, thrills in season 7. But this was Serenity's, guys, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for tuning in. Bye, guys.